George Ford, he has that drop goal. He comes on a little too late in the game, and oh my God.
So we're here at Twickenham with Champagne Rugby to watch England versus New Zealand, and let's speak to some fans.
We've got to learn not just to kick the ball.
Stick to football, maybe.
Stick to football.
But we're good at rugby, and we win.
We thought the crowd might get
English.
into a little bit more.
Yes.
You think?
Yeah, well, they've
Yes.
made like a little bit more emotion.
Really?
I think he should have lifted a little bit more. It made us feel really very.
Put us away.
Yeah, put us.
If you ask me, like the Kiwis, the Aussies, and the Bokkers, you don't get atmosphere with those boys. They need more songs. Like this is where rugby is. I think this is where the atmosphere is.
Well, Bothwick made a wrong decision, didn't he? Made a wrong decision by scrumming 3 points. You take the 3 points.
They must sit in them rooms in the week and go, right, after 60 minutes, Marcus, you'll come off. George, you'll come on, regardless of how the game's going. And then Marcus will go, all right, time to go off. And not go, let's look how the game's going. There's nothing in it. Why are you bringing somebody on with 10 minutes to go?
I think that we were quite scruffy, to be honest. I think the pressure that you put on it was great, but I think we're trying to play a high-speed game and we haven't quite got the skills for it yet. I think there was too much aimless kicking from Bowden. A bit more, I think we're going to take the opposition on up front, cut the penalties down, and not move the ball.
Who would you drop for Australia?
I think Marcus Smith for George Ford. Yeah, I think Marcus Smith's a little bit too erratic. I think we need to have a bit more control in the centres.
I think Marcus is one of your key and best players, and I feel like he deserves as much game time as possible.
What would you have done differently?
I wouldn't have taken him off. Really wouldn't. And I'd have gone for the drop goal from the scrum. Why didn't they go for the drop goal from the scrum? Why did he try and play another 3 phases and then do the drop? They've got must be 500 or 600 caps between them in that. Before they huddle down for that scrum, 500 or 600 caps, and they've gone. 2 minutes to go. We're in front of the post.
I'm disappointed. Yeah, I think we had 2 clear opportunities at the end there where we could have taken the win. I'm also a little bit disappointed that we kind of gave that try away in the last kind of 10 or so. You know, so yeah, you know, if it's a different day, we thought that would be our win.
Do you think we showed enough respect to the haka?
No,
Yeah.
never.
Ah.
No. Sweet low, sweet chariot. You can't even see it on the screen. No respect. I'm sorry. Zero.
Rubbish.
No, zero.
I mean, like if that kick had gone over, the guy in front of me who had a white shirt on, I was just giving him a little poke, and he didn't like it. He told me to off, and I thought, oh, I'm going to have to say congratulations to him if this kick goes over.
Do you think we showed enough respect to the haka?
That's how you should do. Why have you got to stand there and go, bring it on? I think you should walk right up to him.
We're not playing in New Zealand, are we? Playing in Twickenham. You know what I mean?
I think it's not as good as what it used to be, the haka, in terms of like it was respected, and yeah, now the teams just sort of try and break it down, don't they? So, yeah.
They say that it's advantageous only for the All Blacks. I think that's a load of BS, because you can't tell me the South Africans, the Bok, you know, the Aussies, the Poms aren't standing there going, oh yeah, it's only the haka. No way. Their blood's boiling like, yeah, mate, I just can't wait to smack you.
Go in a huddle. Yeah. And just totally ignore it.
You would ignore it?
I would. Let them go and do all that fancy dancing.
I totally agree with you.
And just have a huddle and go.
I think if Smith had been on for the last drop kick instead of George Ford, the way he'd been kicking, we possibly had just scraped in.
I think we gave it away. I mean, I think if you're an England player, you'll be feeling pretty gutted.
We were done. The Kiwis were done, and somehow we won. So it was like, oh no, not this again.
We were done tonight. I don't think we were done tonight at all. I don't think it's anything to do with it. I think both games had a great game. I think both sides had a great game, and I think it could have gone either way.
A bit disappointing, isn't it? Really?
Oh, really?
Just at the very end, we could have taken that, and we didn't.
Really? Would you have made those kicks?
I would have taken the kicks, and I probably would have made at least one of them.
I think Marcus could have done a bit better in the first half, and I think we're just disciplined, isn't it?
Rugby won.
Rugby won?
Yeah, rugby won.
Why did rugby win?
Well, because England didn't. Like, nothing beats Twickenham. We have everyone there, everyone having a good laugh. Even with the NZ fans in the middle of us all, you know, great laugh. You have to have the opposition in the middle of your crowd.
Really? You wouldn't split fans up?
Wouldn't split fans at all. Wouldn't
Really?
go anywhere near it. Don't know why it's even been suggested by the Premiership. I think it absolutely makes a difference between us and any other sport out there. You have to have opposition fans. It makes it so much more experiential. Absolutely.
Really?
Can you imagine all the footballers down, the opposition down the other end, all bunched together, getting, aggressive, potentially, it's not what rugby is about. This is exactly what rugby is dispelling. We shouldn't ever go to that kind of end of the field.
And it was either team could have won, and I think that's really exciting for rugby. That's what I'm most excited about. The northern and the southern hemisphere gap is absolutely closing, and that's why I think it's really exciting for rugby, and we will all benefit from that.
And there we have it. They're the thoughts of the fans. England 22, New Zealand 24. Give us a subscribe on Champagne Rugby, and we'll catch you next time.